Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of Acupuncture is My Life, Eastern Nutrition. Now we're going to finish up the top 50 foods that can potentially wreak havoc on your heart. And I know there are many of you guys out there globally that are upset with us with regard to the first 25, and we've read some of your emails with regard to not intending to discontinue eating these horrible foods because you're hooked on it. But you have to keep in mind, Chef Kiara puts together these lists for your benefit to keep you away from the doctor, out of the hospital, and to cut down on potentially visiting your acupuncturist for more than just wellness visits. Okay? Keep that in mind. There are, of course, foods on this list that you guys have become addicted to and you just feel you can't let it go, but it's not as bad as you think. Because there have been thousands that have turned around and thanked Chef Kiara because getting off of some of these foods that she's recommended in the past has changed their lives a great deal. But along with that, I'm going to recommend that you follow us on every social media platform under Acupuncture is My Life. And if you're a Twitter person, it's acu_is_my_life. You can go to our website at acupunctureismylife.com, subscribe to our weekly newsletter to learn so much as to how you can benefit from acupuncture with regard to a wide range of disorders. But me right now, I'm anxious to get back to this list, just as you are. Okay? Now, next on Chef Kiara's list is cheese. Cheese is a huge contributor of saturated fat in the global diet. Cheese has been known and linked to artery clogging fat relative to heart disease. So cheese is something we may want to heavily cut back on and look for quality organic cheese. Still don't overdo it, but processed cheese, Kraft singles or whatever, you really want to take that out of your diet. The next is bottled fruit juice. My recommendation with regard to this topic is if you can eat an actual fruit, especially an apple, pear, peach, what have you, with the skin, you want to do that. If you feel you need a fruit juice, juice it yourself, or go to a location that'll juice it for you in front of you. But if you can just eat the actual fruit, you're getting the full impact of the fiber, which is responsible for normalizing elevated blood lipids, which of course when it's elevated, it puts you at risk for heart disease. So bottled fruit juice is packed with sugar. You sort of want to stay away from that. Next on the list is pizza, which is the second or third biggest contributor to heart taxing saturated fats. So you really want to be careful with pizza. Next is French fries. Now I know a lot of you guys again are grimacing, making these faces like there's no way I'm stopping it. It's not impossible. It's not. I mean, you can replace this. We're not saying starve yourself. Chef Kiara does give lists of foods in which you can eat that are awesome. And she's running a weight loss special and certain specials on TikTok right now, which you can follow us on TikTok to look at foods in which she's discussing that are good for you, and they taste great. But no, French fries, you want to get rid of that. Anything deep fried wreaks havoc on the heart. If you feel you need potatoes in your diet, do baked potatoes. You can bake them. Now, next is gravy. You really, and I would say unless you make your own gravy, if you buy jarred gravy or gravy packs, you're ingesting upwards of 900 to 1,000 milligrams of sodium per serving. Nope. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. Next is cinnamon buns. We all enjoy the smell of cinnamon buns, but we really want to, let's say, not have that at all. You're talking 900 calories, 130 grams of carbs, 60 grams of sugar. Oh, disaster waiting to happen. Now check this out. The next one. I almost want to say, everyone cover your ears, because asking you to remove this from your diet is like asking the sky to turn green, yellow, brown, orange, and blue all at one time. But the next one on the list is steak. Yep. Those fat cuts of meat, along with, fat-laced mashed potatoes and creamy vegetables. Disaster for your heart. You have no clue what you're putting your heart through when you're eating these fat cuts of steak, porterhouse, ribeye, T-bone. Let's look to take it out of our diet if we can, or minimize, extremely minimize, especially as we age. Keeping steak as part of our diet. The next is brownies. We already know the sugar. Let's not even really get into it. And the fact that in most cases it's made with bleached flour, which is not good as well. Next is jarred pasta sauce. Loads of sugar and salt, just like ketchup. It's not much different. Jarred pasta sauces contain tons of sugar and salt. So we want to avoid that as well. And like I said, the time of year that's coming, many of you are not going to want to move away from this. But hot dogs, those are processed meats. You want to avoid processed meats altogether. They're loaded with nitrites and saturated fats and so forth and so on. But I know when you're throwing them on the grill or whatever, you're thinking of having a good time and enjoying yourself, at the expense of what? Your heart? Is it worth it? Play today, pay tomorrow? Is that how you're looking at it? Next is vegetable shortening. Loaded with detrimental saturated fats. Stay away from vegetable shortening. Substitute that with flax oil, if you can. Well, not if you can, just substitute it with flax oil. Next on Chef Kiara's list is muffins. Muffins are not good. They, loaded with sugar, saturated fats. You really want to avoid that as well. We can also take into consideration frozen dinners. I mean, I know it's easy to just pop in a microwave and, unwind from a full day's work or whatever you were doing. And then when it's ready, pop it on the table, sit down and eat it, and say that you had dinner or lunch or what have you. But you're possibly ingesting up to 1,000 milligrams of sodium and 20 grams of sugar. You really don't want that. And for the most part, anything you're throwing in a microwave, any live enzymes or anything with nutritional value before it went into the microwave is no longer there. You wouldn't put your hand in the microwave and cut it on. So why would you put food in the microwave and eat it? Take a second to think about that. Now the next, a lot of eye rolling, a lot of, you know what, I'm done with acupuncture in my life. But hey, we're here for you because health is wealth. The wealth isn't in the bank, wallet, purse, pocket, safe. Nope. It's in you. And the next thing you want to get rid of are cheeseburgers. Loaded with salt, saturated fats. Definitely not good for you. Okay? And this is why I say, you know what? If you're driving, pull your car over to the side of the road. You're crossing the street, hurry up and safely get across the street. If you're carrying something heavy, rest it down just for a second, because I need everyone in a relaxed position. And I need you to close your eyes. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And then open them. Boom. You're brand new. You are brand new. And it starts now. But next on the list is believe it or not, Chinese takeout. MSG. Ooh, not good. Most Chinese takeouts have large amounts of sugar, fats, and salt that can shock the crap out of your body, elevate your risk of high blood pressure and clot formation to levels that'll, you'd be surprised. Just steam some vegetables, and there are many alternatives to quick takeout food, period. And it's not, anything against Chinese food. I don't even recommend people to go to fast food chicken places or burger joints or whatever. Make your own meals. Cook your own food. You know what's going in it. It doesn't get any safer than that. Next is butter. You have to replace butter with flax oil, because butter is loaded with saturated fats, which increases your bad cholesterol and decreases your good cholesterol. So, you want to get butter out of your diet. The next thing is even sour cream, because just 2 tablespoons of sour cream, you can be ingesting up to 4 grams of saturated fat. Not good. Not good. Especially as we age. We have to work with our heart, not against it. It has to continue to beat while we're awake, while we sleep. We depend on our hearts more than we give it credit for. And the thing here is just, why do you want to eat things that are going to tax your heart? You can even include salad dressings in this. Tons of sugar, salt. Where a diet that's rich in sugar promotes increased fat storage. Diet rich in sodium increases blood pressure, which are both huge or major risks for developing cardiovascular disease. So let's get rid of the salad dressing as well. Put a little vinegar on your salad. Spoke about vinegar on TikTok, Eastern Nutrition. Check us out on TikTok under Acupuncture's My Life. Another is restaurant soup. A lot of us think we're doing ourselves a favor when we order soup. Ooh, I'm on a diet. Yeah. Not from sodium, you're not. Upwards of 4,000 milligrams of sodium per bowl. Do you really, really want that much sodium in your system? I think not. Another is fried chicken. I mean, I really don't need to say much about that. Fried foods, fried anything is not good for you. Now, I know several thousand of you may have already turned this podcast session off because you're done. You don't want to hear anymore. But guess what? The wiser ones still have it on, which is awesome. You guys are the best. Now, next is fat-free products. Like when you see fat-free on supermarket shelves or in freezers and things like that, take a second to read the ingredients. Because a lot of times they add sugar as a fat substitute. And you want to be careful of that. Don't just go off of, oh, it said fat-free. Nope. You take a second. Read the label. Read the ingredients. Another is flavored milk alternatives. We already know. Milk really is not good for you. And then feeling that you have to have milk, so you look for alternatives. Well, you're just stuffing yourself with processed sugar as the alternative. Just look to avoid milk, period. The next is smoothies. Smoothies, do yourself a favor. If you can, make your own. Make your own. Because a lot of these smoothies that you purchase in stores, the sugar comes from like fruit-derived fructose, which elevates blood triglycerides. So make your own smoothie. Another on the list is, believe it or not, tomato juice. Canned tomato juice, stay away, bottled tomato juice as well. 700 milligrams of sodium? Really? Nope. I know this one, a lot of you are going to say, it's not happening. I love to barbecue. And Dr. Lotta, I don't care what you say. I don't care what Chef Kiara says. I'm not staying away from it. But barbecue sauce. Loaded with sugar. Tons and tons of sugar. More than you can imagine. Avoid barbecue sauce. Take it out of your kitchen. Get rid of it. Throw the bottles out. I know you're mad. I know you're like, nope, I'm going to be barbecuing soon. I'm going to have a lot of guests. I'm not getting rid of it. Some are even saying just this one time. No. Just toss it. Some are even going to use the excuse, well, I already paid for it. Do you want to pay with your heart? Really? I mean, like, you have to let it go. Toss it. Get rid of it. This is why you have to stay tuned and pay attention to the Chef Kiara episodes of Acupuncture My Life, Eastern Nutrition, because we also offer alternatives. The things that we are asking you or do ask you to get rid of. So if you can lose the barbecue sauce, do it right away. It's only for your benefit. Yeah, and we do expect lots more emails saying nope. And we're saying, yep, get rid of it. Because you have to make acupuncture a part of your life. Which is why I'm always saying, acupuncture is my life. What's yours?